This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Yesterday, I was a bit of a grump. I was in a pretty bad mood yesterday, and the reason is I did not pass all of my biometrics screening tests. Running a Fever, episode 193, fourth quarter rally. So now I'm doing something that I'm thinking probably has never been done in the podcast history. And that is, I am recording a podcast from a traction machine. That's right. I have been prescribed traction for a problem I have known as dish. You will actually have some video of me on the traction machine. If you watch our milestone episode 200, which is coming up in a few weeks. A day in the life of Mr. Running a Fever Man. So today, I'll be honest, yesterday I was a bit of a grump. I was in a pretty bad mood yesterday, and the reason is I did not pass all of my biometrics screening tests. I think really the only one so blood pressure, it wound up like 157 over 70 something, and then 157 over 70 something, which is, the systolic is not what it has been for me. In fact, last week I went to the cardiologist, and the cardiologist was happy with my blood pressure, and he not only was happy with it, but he recommended a reduction in my medication, which I had been on for many years. So I'm going to challenge that. They're using a $20 drugstore sphygmomanometer that is obviously several years old, has had plenty of use. Not that it would necessarily wear out, but what I'm saying is they're not using the most accurate equipment. In fact, last year there were so many challenges that they had a whole, other makeup sort of session with blood pressure. And I don't know if they used a better machine or not, but they had, they allowed, people to have that done again. So I will probably just present the documentation for my cardiologist, and hopefully they will give me however much that is per month. I think it's $10 or $20. But the other one, I have to take some blame for. Even though I don't know if it's quite fair, I have to re-examine that because of, the things that my cardiologist has told me over the years, and especially in this last visit, about why do you need more muscle, and I do believe that more muscle is good in terms of, keeping my body fat down, and also in terms of strength, which we need, especially as we get older and that deterioration sets in, and you may have the disease which starts with an S that I can't remember, and I'm probably going to do a whole episode on, that affects older people. It's a muscle loss in older people. So I really believe that that's a good reason to have muscle, but how much do I need? I put on 20 pounds in the last year. I missed the BMI by 3 pounds. So that tells you something. My waist size, however, was an inch too large, too high, to get around the BMI, because that's what they allow you to do. They figure, okay, if you are more dense, then you should still be able to have, if you're a man, a 37-inch waist or less. Mine was 38. So I missed that by 1 inch. I missed the BMI by 3 pounds. And it's just really frustrating. It's frustrating after all the work, and you've heard me twice a week talking about fitness, health, diet, fitness, and medicine, and I have been working on this for 2 years, and this is what I get. I get an extra $30 a month, or however much it is, for the next year. So pretty frustrating, but I believe in what I'm doing, and I believe I've made great progress in accepting the fact that I need to re-examine how much muscle I need, but I'm also happy in the progress that I've made. And also, This episode is called Fourth Quarter Rally, and that's what I'm aiming at. I've got a quarter of the year left, plus a few days. I'm aiming toward hitting that goal, 15% body fat. I know it's going to be tough because I'm currently right around 29 or 30, but I'm still going to give it my best shot. And like I said, if I could get under 20, that would be awesome. Awesome. And my cardiologist wanted me to aim for something like a 22 to 24 BMI. And I haven't checked to see what weight that would be. If I can get that and my body fat down, then that would be great. I just had the feeling that would involve losing some muscle as well. But I'm going to find out, but that's it. I mean, it's the fourth quarter now, and it's time for a rally. I did have a chance to try out my new Adidas Powerlift 4 weightlifting shoes. And they were fine. And by the way, you need to check out the YouTube video. There was an audio podcast of the unboxing and initial quality review of the Adidas Powerlift 4 weightlifting shoe. But there's also a video, which is obviously for an unboxing. You can get to actually see the product and see what I'm talking about. So even though I'm sure my descriptive powers are awesome, I really want you to see that. So runningafever.com/YouTube. Also, I can't remember what episode number it is. It's just a couple ago. But if you go to that episode page on the website, then you will be able to go directly to the video from there. So they were good. Stiff. Unfortunately, I wasn't doing any exercises today where my feet are flat on the floor and lifting straight up. I did a couple of bench exercises, which didn't put any weight on my shoes. And I did a couple of machines. One thing I can say is, I like to do a couple laps of walking before I start lifting weights. And the walking, these are not good shoes for that. They're very stiff. There's no padding. There's no spring to them. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of worried about the shoe like cracking when I'm doing my standing calf lifts, which really bend the shoe quite a bit. But on the whole, it was pretty good. And unfortunately, it's pouring rain outside. So on the first day I wear these new shoes, I get to walk around in the rain in them. But that's because I don't like to go and just change in the locker room and everything. Otherwise, my shoes would be pristine, I'm sure. But I live so close to the gym, and just dress and undress at home. But speaking of the standing calf raise, I put 500 pounds on that machine today and lifted it. Now, understand that, as I've talked about before, these new machines have so much leverage. There are 2 3-foot levers on these machines, one at the top, one at the bottom. So it's not like I'm lifting 500 pounds straight up with my calves. However, it's enough to pretty much fill up. In fact, I had to put weights on other parts of the machine that are not designed to put weights on to get up to where I did. But anyway, that's pretty cool, I guess. I've never put 500 pounds on a machine and actually lifted it before. But there's not much more room on that machine. I could probably go up another, 25. So I could go up another 20 pounds. So I could get up to 540, I guess, maybe, and then put some weights on other parts of the machines. I don't know, but I'm not too worried about it. I think I'm getting great calf exercise there, but that's a pretty cool thing about today. So I just wanted to give you an update today because there's a bunch of things going on, a bunch of things running through my head after yesterday. Since I did not make the weight, I did not have a cheat night last night. I had a typical taco meal, although I'm thinking about cutting down now. It's just, I've got to find another way. I've got to increase my cardio, I guess. I'm already doing 3 days, 40 minutes of cardio a week. I don't know, man. That's a lot of cardio already. but I guess I need to get more in if I want to cut my body fat. So just need to re-examine and adjust. But honestly, I think I'm doing well. I talked to a friend yesterday because I was just really bummed out, and he said, I can't believe that, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you, you look great. You've improved so much. You just look healthy, and that's great to hear. It's great to hear. So I feel healthy, and so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and just try to adjust when I need to and improve and keep on going, and we're going to have a fourth quarter rally here as we adjust and try to move forward. I still got the fever, and I hope you do too. I'm going to talk to you next time, and so I'm signing off from the Traction Machine. Have you ever heard any other podcast recorded on a traction machine? If so, let me know. Mail at runningafever.com. And goodbye.